Have you ever found yourself in a situation wondering why God did not answer the prayers that you had for him? Maybe you're wondering, maybe you want a particular thing. Maybe you want a particular job. Maybe you want a particular woman in your life or a particular man in your life. Maybe you want something big. Maybe you were asking God for something. You've been asking God for something for years, and God didn't answer that prayer. It may be for a few reasons. Maybe God has something better for you. Maybe he didn't think that was for you. Maybe it wasn't time for you to have that thing or that person in your life yet. Or it may not simply be in his will for you. The Bible lets us know in 1 John chapter 5, verse 14, that he is willing to hear us. He is willing to hear the prayers according to his will. When we are willing, he is a promise that he will hear our prayers according to his will. Have you ever asked yourself and wondered, what is my desire? Does my desire align with his will for my life? Ask God about his will for your life, because what you desire may not be what he desires for you. And it begins to get to a point where we have to realize and understand, maybe what I desire may not be what he desires for me. Here's the thing we got to realize is that God's ways is not our ways. His thoughts is not our thoughts. We have to get to a point and recognize and understand that he knows what's best for us. And the more we begin to grow in our relationship with Jesus Christ, and the more we begin to understand that God has our best interests at heart, we begin to stop seeing things from a selfish perspective. The more we begin to see things from his perspective, recognizing that he knows what's best. Oftentimes we begin to see things from the world's perspective. We begin to look on Instagram. We begin to look on social media and seeing all these people with all these things, the riches and the gold and the fancy clothing and the desired clothing and the shoes and the Jordans and the cars and all the things, and we begin to want them for ourselves. Maybe some of those things, that's not what God has for us. Maybe because he recognizes, he understands, and he knows the end from the beginning, recognizing and understanding that if he knew, and if we were to have those things, he probably knows that if we were to have those things, he knows how